everybody. It is Thursday. It is not from the barracks. It is we're gonna be talking about a lot about the Central Penn Milsim game. So this is all about Syndicate 2 and Geigerlands. Um I'm gonna talk quite a bit about Syndicate 2 first, then I'm gonna jump into Geigerlands. This is a chance for all you guys to ask your questions about any rules, any clarifications, to go over everything. We'd rather have you guys ask the same questions over and over again to make sure you know them so we could have great events in the future. So, good morning, happy Thursday, everybody. Hey, Brandon, how you doing? Hello, Brian Smith. All right, we are 1 month. Hey, PJ, how you doing, brother? We are 1 month away from the event, and we I think every week we're going to be going live, or I'll be going live at least, to talk about the event and to talk about stuff that people need to know. And then I'll also take all the questions I received up to this point and rehash them again for people that are tuning in because maybe they might catch some of it. All right. What's up, Garcia? How you doing, brother? All right. So first thing we're going to jump into is we get asked this a lot when it comes down to Syndicate. When do gates open? Gates are going to open at 1 o'clock. As soon as gates open, come onto the field, park, whether you're camping or not, park, come inside, bring your airsoft gun that you're gonna be using, get registered, get chronoed, get your waiver signed before going to set up camp. So if you're camping out, you cannot camp out first. You have to come in and register first. If we see you out there with the wristband on, and you're without a wristband on, you're setting up camp, you're gonna get yelled at. We don't want to prevent that. It's a insurance thing. People have to be registered before they come on and start doing their setups and everything else. It's doubly so for people that have JTF missions. You guys really need to come in, get checked in, get chronoed, because especially when it gets close to 6 o'clock, that's when your safety brief is, and you need to make sure that you're inside of your safety brief because if you're not at your safety brief, you're not going to be able to go. So if you don't have all your equipment ready to go at the end of that thing, the first mission's going to kick off right after. All right. Sorry. My messages are kicking off quite a bit here. So, um, now if you get on site and you're outside the gate because you got there early, say you got in at 10 o'clock in the morning, and you see a bunch of other people being let through, those are probably either VIPs, sponsors, or employees of the place that are allowed to go in ahead of you. Don't get upset. Don't get pissed off. It's the way to go. Um, People have been asking about the medic rule. What is the medic rule? Everybody's a medic. Um, every person should be carrying with them at least 2 tourniquets or 2 ace wraps. Okay. Reason for that is how you get medicked. Take a tourniquet, put it on, wrap it around. It has to be done by somebody else that's still alive. You cannot self-medic yourself. State that again. You cannot medic yourself. What's the shared discords for this event? Was this shared on the discords for the event? I'm not sure, to be honest with you. Probably not, because I threw it together. I was running a little late today. So it's probably not shared on them. I guess I could go ahead and toss it up there. All right, Discord's opening up over there. All right, so way medic goes up is that the medic has to run up to you, get your either your tourniquet or your ace wrap. The ace wraps cannot be pre-tied. They have to be able to be wrapped around. That's why it's always better to use a tourniquet as opposed to an ace wrap. I am logged into the wrong Discord, I think. Yep, I am. Oh, Jesus Christ. Great. What's up, Jay? How you doing? Oh, this is gonna be fucking fantastic. Wait, email does not exist? Nope, that's not right. No, nothing. Somebody told me to go in. No, Laz and their crew are not coming. Awesome. Can a 240 was going to count as a badass TMR? No, 240 is in fact an LMG. Start asking your questions, guys. Any on-site stores for EG67s? I believe Amped will have some, and Jackal Tactical will have some. Hornet Arsenal will have some as well. This is going to be fan-freaking-tastic. Offline. Anyways, Jay and Bice have some left. Jay started buying grenades. Any on-site for power on-site for battery charging? No, there's no power for the facility. A few people will be running generators, so I'd recommend asking them if you could borrow some power time. So there will be a couple generators running. Hey, it's not my fault. Somebody actually mentioned it, and for whatever reason, I'm not logged into the proper Discord. So I am having a problem because it said that's not my email. And that's not it either. So let's try. Oh, new login detected. All right, this might be the right one. All right. Going back to it. Let's see here. Any question? I have a Jenny $5 per charge to cover gas. Damn, man. Good thing I'm not for NASA. I don't work for that. Fires are allowed in the camping area. They have to be elevated up off the asphalt. And you have to have some sort of fire suppressant there, whether a gallon of water or a fire extinguisher. Yes, it's at cpmilsim.com. Here, it's going to be at cpmilsim.com/rules. The itinerary is pretty much right there. We're going to be following it pretty closely. Now, one of the things that's changing from Lockdown and Syndicate is we're going to be having safety briefs all day Friday and then 2 on Saturday morning. So you have to attend a safety brief before you can be able to go on to the field. It's mandatory. It's a safety factor and everything else. Mark updates player packet location. Right there, cpmilsim.com/rules. The player packet's right in there. Don't know what you mean, Mr. Garcia. Okay. I think I found the right one, so I can... Man, that took a while. All right. Now that's over and done with. Got it. We actually just updated... Fuck, that's not it. Oh. Man. Anyways, so let's see here. No, JTF missions are only Friday night. Saturday night is the night game, but the safety briefs are for we're going to be doing safety briefs about every 20 minutes, all day Friday, and then we're going to be doing 2 or 3 on Saturday morning, before we get everybody together for muster, formation, and get you guys out to your CPs. Is Coors allowed? You mean like the beer on the AO? Absolutely not. Don't be intoxicated on the field, please. We already had that problem once before. Okay, let's go ahead and post this up here. All right, let's see what other questions we got here. This player. Copy. All right. Okay. So, why are people messaging me? Stop it. You know better. It says, does it really, man? I'm sorry. That's not JTF. It is the night game. I'll fix that. Does it really say that for that? Oh, Jesus Christ. I swear to God, guys. Alrighty. Yeah, it definitely says JTF missions from 7:30 to 10. That is regular gameplay. From 7:30 to 10 is going to be regular gameplay. It's the night game. Black bag it, paper bag it. If you get my drift. All right. One of the things that we really need everybody to stay on top of is cleaning up the trash. Last time that you guys were there was a lot of trash we had to go through the parking lot and pick up. We had to go through the buildings and pick up. So we're going to have a lot of cool 49 hours live stream with 40% disgusting voice from Mark. Yeah. Today's just been one of those days. My body and sit-ups do not get along, and I hurt myself. And then yesterday, taking Damien to the doctor's office to get cleared for surgery, I tore something else. So in my gut, in my abdomen. So Mark is not really in a happy camper right now. This is all for show. This smile is all for show. Anyways, back to the trash. So what we're gonna do is at each CP, there's gonna be a box of trash bags. If you fill a trash bag up with a bunch of garbage, I'll answer that one in a second. How will OpFor be interacting with the teams? I'll explain that one in a second. That's a really good question. You guys will be able to get trash bags. Bring a bunch of trash up. You'll get an extra raffle ticket for every trash bag that you bring up and throw inside the dumpster. So there's going to be so many, with as many people we're going to have out there, I'm sure there's going to be plenty of trash. Just don't take anything like out of the cereal room in the basement. If you see pins on the ground for like grenades and all that, please pick those up. If you see fragments, big chunks and fragments of grenades, pick them up and all that. Hey, what's up? What's up, Tiny? How you doing, buddy? So pick that stuff up, throw them in trash. There's going to be trash barrels all across the AO. Just go ahead and throw it in there, and you'll be all set. We really are trying to make sure that the AO stays clean so we don't lose this AO. Also, so it doesn't cost us thousands of dollars to go through and do a cleanup. We really don't want to have to do that. Plus, earn yourself some extra. Can I bring my own Met? Your own what? Your own what? What's up, Starseed? Let's see here. So, also brass collection. There'll be, if you bring us like 10 pieces of brass, you get a meth. No, you cannot bring your own meth. You could also not eat edibles and go on my field. We've already discussed this. Because there's going to be so much blank fire. If you guys bring 10 pieces of brass casings, you earn yourself an extra. Raffle ticket as well. So police to brass, earn some raffle tickets. We really want to try to clean up this thing, make sure it's all bringing all my neighbors trucking the garbage in. No, because you have to bring it in through building too, so we can actually track and see that you're bringing it in and throwing it out, and we'll have somebody watching the other side, so you guys just can't go run and grab that trash and run around back into building 2 again. But it really does help us keep everything clean and keep everything moving, so we don't lose this AO, especially going into Geigerlands. Going over the colors again. Let me go back up to the one question. What if you have a medical card for edibles then? You cannot eat edibles and go on our field. Tiny, we already had somebody OD on edibles at the last event on the field. No, you can go off the field, eat your edibles, and stay off the field, but you can't eat then go on the field. We've been telling people that for the longest, dude. We literally had to call an ambulance for somebody who overdosed on edibles. You guys heard me. I'm not kidding. That actually happened. It happened within the first 15 minutes of the Evo of the first game of the Evo, the start of the game. There was a blind man called. The dude started convulsing, fell down, started bleeding from his nose. Ambulance had to be called. He had to be taken to the hospital. Don't ask me. Well, Jonathan, I think it was more than just weed, but he had evidently a large intake of edibles plus energy drinks and everything else. And yeah, dude, I wish I was joking about this. I wish that was not something that we had to like specifically say. But everybody that was there for Syndicate 2 saw me get up on the bus at the start of the before the start of the second Evo and say, I didn't think we'd have to explain this. Virtue can vouch for it. He was there. We literally had to call an ambulance for him. If Wiener was here, Wiener would say the same thing because Wiener's like he had to go off there because he was one of our medics to take care of him. And it's like it was a no bueno situation when it comes down to it. But yeah, dude spent 3 days in a hospital. Not even kidding. See? Second craziest shit I've seen in Airsoft. This guy, I believe, was like 28, 29, something like that. Yeah. Whoever this is, because I only see Facebook users, says, I was there, I remember. Petridge Farms remembers. Let's see here. I take it that came from Central Pin community page. I'll jump on there so I can see who's actually responding. Sorry about this, guys. Christopher Winters, yeah. I mean, not for nothing. Christopher Winters. Pause, damn it, pause, stop. All right, now I got all the chats up. Will there be another event other than Geigerlands? Yes, there will be. We are going to have several events going up. Can I get an invite link to the DEO Discord? Sure. Yeah, see? Hey, look at that. I decided to get Virtue in here so that way he can actually confirm with me about what happened with the guy that fell out. Plus helps me with getting stuff again. Yes, me again, Steve. Me again. Um, ooh, really, really, Alex? You might just appear. That's a hell of a trip for you, sir. But you're more than willing. You're more than welcome to come, my friend. Let's see here. All right. We
All right,
say
can you hear me?
I can hear you. We say you cannot do any intoxicants and come on the field. Sorry, you're just not allowed to do that. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the question that came up before in regards to how is OpFor going to interact with the teams. All right, so the OpFor, the black shirts. I almost said the black guys. That'd have been great. I came that close to saying it.
Really?
Came that close. Trying to get this to sit right. It's not. It's,
Yeah, but the guy on the OD dude, I have literally seen a guy get set on fire from a grenade. That was the most crazy thing I've seen in Airsoft. The dude collapsing in that was nuts.
Yeah, it was. Dude, when I say that it was that when I heard what happened, at first I didn't believe it either. I had to ask, how do you OD on an edible? But it was just one of those things.
It was
but
way more than the edible.
Yeah, so we have 13 leaving early Friday morning. Awesome, PJ. All right.
Once you go black, it's once you go black, your credit goes bad. That's my motto.
Instant, don't trust OpFor. Christopher, was it you the one that got shot? All right, how OpFor is going to interact, right? There's going to be specific missions where you're probably going to have to go to a location and fight against OpFor to get something because they'll be essentially working for one side or the other. One of the first missions that happens almost every single game, it's almost like a tradition now, is down pilot. You guys are trying to find Nikolai to rescue him so that way you guys can get the contractors and the battle bus for the first round so you can get your first mission. All right. So we're not going to give you guys any real information. The COs will have a general location where it is. It's going to be probably a mad rush and a mad fight to get there to get Nikolai. And you're going to be fighting probably against the other team plus OpFor to get, and the down pilot. He's a crazy son of a bitch. He locked himself inside of a back room. He got himself a hold of a rifle. So you have to shoot him.
Bring 2 boxes of Twinkies and you leave a trail out of his area.
Woo, piece of candy. Woo, piece of candy. Woo, piece of candy. Starburst. I can see somebody breaching my room now, throwing a bunch of Starburst inside. Woo, piece of candy. Damien, since you're the one asking the question, you guys are going to get briefed when you guys show up on Thursday or Friday, depending on what days you guys get there. Your screen went black.
Mine?
Yeah.
I can still see me.
No, it went black for a second, like totally black. Anyways, you guys are going to be told which side you're fighting for and what side you're on. You might actually be able to go against everybody. Not trusting OpFor is a really good idea. Pissing them off is a bad idea. So I would always keep an eye on them.
I never understand why people are upset when OpFor double crosses them. That's literally their job.
That is their job. OpFor is going to be the team that we use to move people around, send you guys out objectives, to go in and take objectives, and possibly also to take out entire teams at an objective because we need something to move or be placed there. So it's always good to bribe them too. Like there's going to be some evos where they're 100% up for grabs. So I would definitely No, I am not going to do that.
What?
That's tiny. I'm just glad he's back on here and he's talking. I love Tiny. Um, so when it comes down to the event, remember, guys, you need to have a dead light and a dead rag. You have to have both. If you come onto my AO without a dead light or a dead rag, you're going to be sent off the AO to go buy either a dead light or a dead rag. We hate to be this way, but this is mostly for your safety. Um, and it's also to make sure that our admins are not overwhelmed.
Yeah. I will be selling red glow sticks at the food truck for $30 a glow stick. So, bring your own.
When you guys come on, if you guys are also parking on the field, you guys are going to give a little index card, a parking pass, if you will, to put your name and your telephone number on the dash of the car. We definitely need this in case somebody decides to go ride with somebody over to a hotel and spend the night at a hotel and leave your car on property. We want to make sure you're not trapped out on the AO somewhere. I don't like hunting for people that are not on my AO. You have to be that way.
You're nicer than I am. You get lost out there. It's nice knowing you.
Well, that's what happened at lockdown. At lockdown, there was a vehicle that was left on property. And the game ends, the vehicle's there. We show up Sunday to do cleanup. The vehicle's still there. We're like, where the hell is this guy? So we had to call state police. State police had to run the license plate, call the wife. Wife had to call the husband. The husband had to come get his car. It's like, look, guys, we understand. We just need to make sure that whoever owns the vehicle, their thing's right on the dashboard so we know where they're at. All right. Let's see. When we get closer to the event, we'll have another list of how much stuff that you can carry at one time. Yeah, exactly. Right, Alex? That's the thing I'm talking about. I hate having to go hunting for people. So when it comes down to like how many objectives you can carry, figure one large objective, three small objectives, and 5 red baggies. No, the spawn points are actually going to be closer together. Spawn points are going to be at Alpha and 8. Here, I'll pull up a map so you guys have reference. So this time we're going to force everybody to fight going down into the rest of the facility. What this does is it opens up like more of 1. It opens up 10. 8 is kind of back there. Come on. There we go. Scale in.
You can do it.
I can do it. This is getting everything set up. So, Cartel is going to be down here at Alpha, and DEA is going to be up here at 8. Bravo is out of play. 7 for this game is going to be essentially out of play. It's really not going to. There's nothing going to be inside of it, so there's no reason for Cartel to be in there. Also, 3 is out of play, and these 2 buildings right here, which are Juliet and Hotel or Golf and Hotel, are out of play, and then Kilo's out of play. Everything else is in play, with the exception of like the last bay of 9, but you won't be able to get that door open. So what we're doing is we're forcing people to start playing this way down the field. Obviously people are going to run from 8 to 6 and A into 4, 5, 6 and all that. So there'll be a lot of firefights right here, but there's going to be more objectives and stuff down at this area of the AO than up in this area. So most of your good stuff's probably going to be down lower end. 8 is the gymnasium, yes. That's where your CO picked it this time. Now remember also, from behind, Alpha can go out the back sides here, get behind this fence, and they can go almost the entire length all the way up and come in behind D. And come into 7. So be aware.
Stop giving away my shit, man.
I'm telling everybody, dude. So By the way, 8, you guys can go up right up past 7. You guys can run all the way down to remember downside of Alpha. Remember, there's a 100-foot exclusion zone around both spawns. So you cannot engage inside of spawns. You cannot engage people coming out of spawns when they're going down there. We don't want spawn trapping to happen. Besides, spawn trapping won't score you guys points. The control boxes, the props, all the different fake drugs that are going to be all over the facility, that's where you're going to be scoring most of your points. Yeah, it just opens up so much. Now, what we are looking at too is because of how close A is to get into I, that DEA might have a 60-second head start. So they get to go 60 seconds ahead of time just to get them up onto the thing before cartel can go. Oh, what? You didn't think I would think about that?
Damn it. I had my hopes.
Did you not?
Yeah, it's fine. Go ahead. Pat it for him. It's okay. It's okay.
No, it's keep talking. All right, now it's 2 minutes. So talk again. It's going to be 3. Say something else. It'll be 4. Do you want 5?
Give him an hour. It won't matter.
So there's going to be no pre-inserted units except for the OpFor team. Now there is going to be Blackwater and there will be civilians out there. Both those teams can be bribed. All right. Like how nobody wants to trust OpFor, nobody should trust the civilians or Blackwater for that matter either. Just saying. Hey, what's up, Jerry? Okay, so remember, guys, there is no full auto in buildings. SMGs cannot full auto. Sorry. You said pre-inserted. Sort of like your finger in a butt there, Tiny.
I don't want to know.
You started it. All right. You guys have any other questions about Syndicate?
Did you already go over the toilets aren't functioning?
No, toilets are not functioning.
Since we have to clearly say that now.
Yeah. Where do you go pee? Where do you go poo? Thing called a porta potty. There's like 6 of them on site. Go to one of those. Do not use my toilets. Last time, somebody got shot in the no-no zone because they were in there. Next time, we're not going to be so nice. I have a grenade specifically for the person that uses my toilets. This person brought toilet paper into the facility to use. Yeah, no thank you. Let's not do that. I'm
good. I'm good. Yeah, no, I'm good on that front.
Look, Tiny makes me look small, okay? All right. So let's move on and start. So is there any other questions about Syndicate 2 before we move on to Geigerlands is what I really want to talk about tonight. You will be. Oh, I know what you guys could have. The link to where you can go buy shirts.
Shirts, baseball cards, tickets, or playing
cards?
Well,
the playing cards are not on... Oh, crap. I can't even spell dragon right.
You're so special.
Ow.
Yes, Geigerlands. Not Geigerlands like the artist, but Geiger like the counter.
Okay. So you guys can go to screechdragon.com. I'll actually put the actual link up here to all this stuff. There we go. Screechdragon.com. Show this bad boy out. The shirts are there. They're limited. We only have, I think, like 100 shirts available. 120 shirts available. Now I want to damn it. Now I want a lollipop. Somebody is trying to not smoke anymore, so I commend him on his lollipopping. You guys can get your shirts there. You can still go to the event page and still pick up decks of cards if you want those. We have a few of those left that we can still sell as well. But now I want to move on to Geigerlands. It's one of the things that we're really looking forward to doing. It's going to be a very immersive LARP scenario. And it's going to be pretty massive. We're planning for upwards of, we got approval for 500 or 600 people for this event. So
it's going to be insane.
It's going to be insane. So, guys, you don't know, Fallout is an apocalyptic themed video game, and that's what we're bringing to Geigerlands. You found a nice oasis in the desert that, for some reason, is thriving. There's a community there, and if it's your first time doing one of these events, that's great because you're actually joining in with a group that's going to help you LARP more and shoot less, role play more, shoot less. This is going to be an ammo limited game, meaning that you're only allowed to walk onto the field with 3 mid caps or 1 high cap. Now, throughout the day, you can earn caps to buy more ammo, which there'll be ammo vendors all across the AO. I think we're going to have like 5 or 6 set up. So you'll definitely have opportunities to buy more after doing stuff to earn caps and everything else. And there's going to be a lot of ways that you guys can earn caps. You guys can do quests. You can interact with NPCs. You could trade for stuff. So I'd bring a bunch of stuff just to trade. Like, I know the Sunshine Band Merchant Caravan is going to be bringing out Ron Nuka-Cola. But there's old world relics that you can bring around. There's going to be so much cool stuff that goes on here. But here's the awesome thing. The game technically starts 2 o'clock on Friday. So 2 o'clock, once you come in, once you register, once you get your guns chronoed, you then go and take your guns back out to the car. After that, you can walk in, take your safety brief. Once you're done with the safety brief, when you walk through the door out the back of Building 2, you're now in the wasteland. So Friday, you can go pick out your spot where you want to camp out, because you can camp out on the AO. You camp out inside of the cell blocks. Just be forewarned, Echo is going to be a nightclub Saturday night.
It's going to be loud.
Are you going to use the same space, or are you going to expand the field of gameplay? We were using the entire AO last time. Just the players didn't use the entire AO last time. So if you're coming up to Geigerlands, there is going to be a nightclub which is going to have 2 ska bands playing Saturday night. Okay. So Boffer weapons are allowed on Friday, but nothing that shoots a projectile is allowed on the field on Friday at all. You're allowed to bring your guns on 9 a.m. Saturday morning. Okay. So you guys can get your games going on. You can start role playing, interacting, meeting up with people, doing all the greets. There'll be fire pits all across the AO, I'm sure.
There may be karaoke in Echo. I'm not definite. I may run karaoke.
Gert, we could probably work on that. If it's the low capacity mags, yes. The idea is that you're not like going on the field with more than 500 rounds. This is not really a high shooting. This is not going to be a high shooting game. It's not designed to be that way. There are definitely going to be moments where stuff's going to pop off. We have yes. 2 dudes that are going to be walking around with power armor on that are evil NPCs. They'll periodically just come out of nowhere and start murking people. Jerry, yes, you can pack camping equipment, or you could stay in one of the cell blocks. You could sleep in one of the cells. I mean, if I didn't have such an aversion to sleeping on an air mattress, I would totally get a twin-sized air mattress, bring it into the cell, fill it up, put it up there, and I would sleep right inside the cell. That simple. And take over my spot. Or you can camp out in one of the there's a lot of field space out there that you guys could take over. There's a lot of stuff. The only buildings we're not allowing people to sleep in is Alpha or Charlie. They're the oldest buildings there. And that's just a safety. We're just trying to be safe about it. But all the other buildings are safe to be on as long as it's not behind caution tape. All right. So 9 o'clock Saturday is when true hostilities will begin, where firearms are allowed on site. Yes, go ahead, Agent. Where firearms, airsoft rifles or guns will be allowed on site, not firearms. Airsoft
Leave
guns will be allowed
those
on site.
in the car.
Yeah. And that's going to go until the horn sounds at 6 o'clock. Now, about 20 minutes before 6, so at around 5:40, alarms are going to start going off, warning you of an incoming rad storm. So the goal behind it is that you guys are trying to gather as much resources as you can to make sure that you can activate a vault to hide your people in, or a bunker if you would. Now, they can only house so many people. So if there's going to be 600 people out on the field, only probably 100 or 90 people can survive the rad storm. So in the last 20 minutes of the game, you can't be revived if you're dead. So if you get shot, you bleed out, you're done. Walk off the field. At 6 o'clock, rad storm comes through. Everybody that's not inside of a shelter dies. Those that have survived inside of the shelter will get rewarded. And then everybody comes off the field because we're going to have a first of our first raffle will go on for a couple of items. So all anything that could fire a projectile comes off the field at 6 o'clock. Have you ever seen the video where a man attacked a kid in airsoft and another dude stepped in, and the bad dude, he was banned from the field? There's a few videos like that. You have to be a little bit more specific.
That's about half of the YouTube internet.
Yeah, I sort of was in one of those scenarios, but nobody got banned. So we're going to be doing checks, and there's going to be people at every single campsite that is admins or refs for the event that are going to check to make sure there's no projectiles. This includes Nerf. Just go to playerswanted.com. Check out my shorts. It's in there. I think it was Papa Bear activated, something like that. So if you guys go through and take your guns off the field, take anything that fires a projectile off the field. Yes, it's a little bit annoying, but take it out, put it out in your car. Because at 7 o'clock, everybody's allowed back onto the field, and everybody can remove their iPro. We are allowing Nerf, but Nerf still has to come off the field at 6 o'clock. G36C. There goes look, your favorite gun there, Virtue. That is okay. I mean, that is okay as a loadout. So, I mean, when it comes down to it, we just have to approve it at the time. So you just have to show us your mags and all that. Because again, this game is not really designed to be heavy shooters. So some of these wasteland style events, there's one actually on Saturday. Toucan, the leader of the Sunshine Band, has actually there's been games where he's never fired I mean, I think the last three, the last one was Nuke Atlanta. He did fire his gun at Nuke Atlanta. But the last, I think, 4 wasteland games he was at, he never fired his gun once.
Yeah, I've gone 3 revs without actually having to shoot somebody and actually coming away with my tokens.
I mean, I've used flashbangs before, but even stuff like flashbangs are not going to be allowed on the field after 6 o'clock. Anything that can cause harm or damage to eyes is coming off the field at 6 o'clock. That's the incentive that everybody come off the field, and then everybody's going to be allowed back on. We want people to enjoy the field without having to wear iPro. There's a reason behind it. Let's see. So, and the cool thing is that you guys can continue to interact, continue to do your thing all night, Saturday night, and then Sunday at 9 a.m., hostilities will resume again. So there'll be a call for arms, and you guys can go out, get your guns and everything else, and then come back onto the field. But at 8:45, iPro goes on for the event. So 8:45 both days, iPro is back on. That way, in case somebody comes on early or whatever, everybody's got their iPro on, and they're good to go, and we can resume game. Now, the cool thing about Geigerlands, besides the fact that you camp out on the AO, besides the fact that it's pretty much going nonstop, is instead of ending at like 1 or 2, like most things do on Sunday, we're going until 4:30, which means the raffle is probably going to be around 5:30.
Don't
so
quote
you guys
us on that.
I'm quoting. Don't tell me you're not going to quote me on that. I'm telling you what's going to happen, sir.
Yeah, we're going to start the raffle on time.
You have no idea how I operate, sir. When it comes to raffles, when it comes to getting people off the property, I work very fast on getting people off property. Sorry, that's just the way I am. I need everybody gone so I can get cleaned up and out the way.
You heard it here first, folks. Joker works very fast on getting people off.
Yep, that's right. Don't care, had sex. The cool thing about Geigerlands also is that you don't need, it's a free-for-all event. So there's there's going to be 3 main factions. There's going to be a good, neutral, and evil factions that are out there. It would be the first time ever on time raffle. No, the last raffle we had was on time.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. The raffle was on, the Syndicate 1 raffle was on time. It's just not everybody else was there. When we started the raffle, we started on time. As other people were showing up with their stuff as the raffle was going. The raffle started on time. We just didn't have everything for the raffle.
Okay.
Exactly. So the cool thing is that there are going to be no uniform requirements. You guys can wear whatever you want. The admins will be wearing red armbands. They're also going to be the NPCs or quest givers. So there's going to be a lot of cool quests to give and everything else. There's going to be definitely a scrap merchant out there. So if you find any brass or old world shell casings, you bring them to him. See how I'm trying to clean up our AO? So there's going to be that. The librarian is going to be out there looking for old world books. So there'll be a ton of books thrown all over the place. I don't know where I got that from. Not a clue at all. So there's going to be a lot of cool stuff like that all across the AO. So there's going to be a lot of chances to interact, a lot of chances to role play. If it's your first role play style game, there's going to be groups that you could tag along with so they could teach you on what to do, on how to play. So that's pretty much Geigerlands in a nutshell. And if you're wondering on where to get your tickets at, they are right here. And I want to express this very heavily, that the ticket price is discounted until June 6th. At June 6th, the price is going to go up to $125 a ticket, which comes out to $133 with the Eventbrite fees. So if you want to save money, get them now or between now and June 6th to secure your place. We also highly encourage everybody to show up on Friday. We want to get as many people as possible through the gates on Friday so they can experience the event starting off. We get as many people in. And we want the same thing for Syndicate. More people that sign up Friday means Saturday's job is so much easier, especially considering how early the game is starting on Saturday. So to answer the other question, Chrono will run until 10 o'clock in the morning each day. So, on Friday and Saturday, or Saturday and Sunday. So it will go through. Plus, there'll be safety briefs at the same time as well. So there'll be people serving food in there and all that fun stuff too. So actually, Alex, yes, we are putting in our application for MegaCon this year to have a booth for MegaCon. So I will be there. I'll be there. I'm actually not going
50-50 chance if I'm going to be there.
Don't you guys already have a table there?
We do, but that doesn't mean I'm going to be there. We have staff.
We have staff for that, sir.
Well, no, it's if our European shows may not be canceled, if they're not, we're going to have to scramble where everybody's going, and I may have to be in another state or Europe, so we'll find out.
All right. Let's see.
Is there regen or stem for healing? I don't know if we're doing the
yes.
stems yet.
There's going to be there's definitely going to be stems for healing for Geigerlands. So that'll definitely be a thing. There's also going to be jet. There's I believe it's all in that rule set. Now that rule set that you guys have, the rules are up there for Geigerlands. It is a beta rule set, so it is still being worked on. Okay. Radstorm events, fusion reactor alignment, actions. I don't know if you saw, but you have your own city named after you, Sin.
Wait, what?
It's actually the neutral side. The neutral one's actually named Sin City. SYN City. Yeah. That's a question for you, Sin. Studio Desaad.
Yep, Studio Desaad.
So I'm just reading. I'm going through and reading to see offhand. Perks. Archer. Yeah, because you can have. They do have Nerf style bows. Ammo Smith, Bloody Mess. Bodyguards. Chemists can restill stim packs by giving empty water bottles to chem vendors. Ooh, nice.
Where are you getting this?
It's under cpmilsim.com/rules, sir.
Oh, I'm checking the community group because it'd be nice to have it there too.
Wah. Let's see. There's a lot. Christian put a lot of work into this. Okay. Settlement defense guns. There's all sorts of cool stuff there. And we're bringing up a bunch of stuff there. So there will be ear cards that we're going to be giving out to everybody. So you'll actually have an ear card cards you can collect from other people. There's going to be all sorts of cool stuff that are thrown into this. So to give an idea of some of the perks that you can get, the settlement defense gun, a perk can be taken by the settlement to allow a singular saw for the function of closing a set up defense turret. This is a weapon at a fixed location in the settlement. Before the game start, designate a location to fix the gun. That would keep it on that location for the entirety of the day. These weapons are allowed to be used player provided ammo and full auto. Defense turrets cannot be replaced with player weapons. The defense turret is treated as a separate weapon class completely. Let's see here. So the ammo that we're going to be giving out is going to be .30 BBs. There's going to be a lot to take in, yeah. So the rules for this one, if you have people that are in your family that like spouses, significant others that don't like to play airsoft because they get shot too much, this is actually a really good event for you. Unfortunately, we're still capped at 16 and up. We're trying to get that age lowered for this event. We're not sure if it can happen or not. Let's see here. The Ammo Smith, you could turn into perk card for a merchant that sells ammo at any point in time to get a free bag of ammo or a free refill of ammo. Let's see. Bodyguards must be in earshot. Eyeshot and earshot of your faction leader gain +1 health. So bodyguards can be shot 3 times. Have to be shot 3 times in order for them to be dead. Cannibalism must be evil. Players that are wounded and bleeding out may be cannibalized. Declare you're cannibalizing them, and player The player involved must be out of any sort of combat or role play with others. The player is then cannibalized, they are killed, cannot be revived or brought back in any way. That cannibalized player must go back to a spawn point to return to play. And we're going to have spawn points all over the AO for this, so it's going to be good. Later, Alex. Hell yeah, brother. Let's see here. Some other good stuff. Surgeon can bring back one player that has run out of health and has been killed. Every 10 minutes at the player's discretion. Must have a team medic perk and bandages. Fix It Good can repair a broken power armor with a plastic foam or wrench. Hammer can be used once per 10 minutes. Can be used for quest, mission, or whatever. 4-leaf clover. Conversation only. When declared, the person you're conversing with cannot use any perks. A grenader may use approved frag or pyro. Oh. Good doggy. Must have a stuffed dog plushie of decent size. Cannot be small. Players must have this plushie equipped with him for it to be used. If the player is wounded with their canine companion with them, the dog counts as being hurt, not the player. The player can then elect to yell "sick 'em" and throw the plushie at an enemy, counting as wounding the players hit with the plushie, using a basic wound rule. Get him! Are you reading through the rules?
Yeah, there's some that concern me, but I'm glad this is beta.
Like which one?
The Boffer rule set.
I haven't gone down that far yet.
The Jeremy Teague one is literally one of the most unsafe Boffer weapons that has gone around because of how it's designed.
Which one?
So it's in the Boffer one. He sends a link to it. It's the PVC cut pipe style of making a Boffer weapon. We use PVC pipe with insulation tube and duct tape. The problem is if anybody hits with any force after 2 or 3 hits, the foam breaks away. And if they attempt to thrust with it the way they're designed, you literally just stab the pipe into somebody.
Talk to him about it.
I will. Settlement defense guns. Oh yeah.
Wait, Quack Surgeon must have a team medic pack. Revive wounded players with assortment of items outside of combat. Must be a combination of 3 random objects: a branch, piece of rope, a nickel. Hey,
where are you getting these? I don't see any of these.
These are all underneath the player may pick 4 perks maximum.
Wow,
4 perks? It's under the perks.
Maximum.
Well, I think that's a bit excessive.
I don't. You can build an actually well-rounded character with it.
Idiot savant, like Wedge of the Waste, but the character is the non-malicious precedent of an idiot. Act like a caveman, like a wit, earthworm, Jim, etc. Must have the grenade perk. Last laugh. Once you're wounded or die, you'll last laugh and pull the grenade. Pull the pin and drop it where you died. No tossing, throwing, just drop. Any rules directly concerning wands? What do you mean by wands?
He wants to bring his freaking. I have mine around here somewhere.
Like his Harry Potter wand?
Yeah, like a wand. I think you should just bring it and role play it up. I'm going to bring a sonic screwdriver, so hey.
Oh, he actually gives some good ideas about some ultimate ones.
Mm-hmm.
Tunnel Sedate can treat any point in a tunnel as a respawn location. If needing to respawn while the player was killed in the tunnel, must leave the tunnel and go to the nearest staircase, spawning there instead. Lisa and daughter can revive other players using bandages at their discretion. Let's see, Scrounger. What?
Yes, a wizard's wand.
A wizard's wand. Okay. No, there's nothing in there. Oops. I knew that was coming.
Yet.
Well, this is the Wastes. It's not. It's not. Muggles. It's not a Harry Potter Muggles versus.
I mean, no, fair enough, but I would argue the orc rule, where if he is crazy enough to believe it works, it works.
This is not a 40K.
Even though it may be sheer coincidence. Like, he could wave his wand at somebody, they can drop dead, and he can believe he killed them, and not the guy that shot him that's out of sight. I really want to see him play it like as a crazy quack running around the wasteland with a wand, believing he's got magic now.
No, what you have to do is you just have to rig a wand to shoot an airsoft BB. That's all. It wouldn't be too hard if you think about it.
No, it's just CO2 cylinder and an actuator to. Ooh, I gotta call Papa.
Not even. Think about it this way: you just have the bottle, a small bottle of BBs attached to the wand, attached to like just a hose, and you just like that one.
God.
It's a 60 FPS wand.
Yeah, some of these are awesome. No, I dig it. Like, you can actually build a character. There's actually a lot less perks than I was expecting.
He intentionally went less for the first game. So I'm just checking the stuff. Building Bravo Golf Hotel. He forgot K, but that's fine. And the chapel is off limits too. So we got to add that in there. The grenade has to be upgraded for the grenade rules.
Yeah, like I like the brain surgeon for the archetype he has. Wasteland Doctor, Quack, Field Surgeon, and Science. Literally can revive somebody on the field with duct tape.
Just duct tape somebody together. I'm really looking forward to this. We have also set up the, in case you guys didn't join it, we have set up the Geigerlands community page. Let me go ahead and share that out right now.
Actually, I got it figured out for you, Tyler. If you want to use your wand, take Quack Surgeon. You have to have a random combination of 3 objects. One of them is your wand. Again, it makes no sense, but you're using your wand to help people.
So that's the group for Geigerlands. If you guys want to join up inside of Geigerlands and have a good time with that, we're going to be doing a lot of talking and stuff there, building up. I know a lot of people are excited for this event. Ticket sales don't reflect that. So, again, guys, get your tickets to the event. I'd hate for you guys to miss out or have to pay more than you need to. Get them now. Get locked in. And a hockey stick like Dresden Files on TV.
Do it. That's the point of the event. Do it.
This entire event is made to just be walking around in a post-apocalyptic wasteland. I mean, that's what it's really designed for. We intentionally made it to where ammo was limited. Because we didn't want to start off with having to issue a whole bunch of ammo as people are coming, slowing down the start of the event. Excuse me. Ugh. That's why we're allowing you to bring in 3 mags or roughly 500 rounds. It's right around that spot. Either a high cap mag or 3 mid cap mags. And then we'll have ammo stations going through. Like the battle bus is going to be set up as an ammo depot. So there's going to be a couple spots there. There's going to be some spots all the way down around 10 is going to be a point of interest. Building 1's going to have a point of interest. So there's going to be all sorts of point of interest around the area that you guys are going to want to go and experience. The bus is not going to be driving around. It is going to be stationary. You guys can build campsites. You just can't dig in the ground. So if you decide that you want to come on and set up or allowing people to drive their vehicles on to dump their stuff off, but you have to go check in first. So the 3 buildings that are going to be the main settlements for the good and evil, or for the 3 different factions, good, evil, and neutral, are going to be the 3 main cell blocks. So Echo, I believe, is going to be yours, right?
Yeah, Echo. One side of Echo, but yeah.
Yeah, so Echo is going to be the neutral. Delta, I believe, is going to be the good, and Juliet's going to be the evil side. Again, the abilities that are going to be able to play are going to be 3. These 2 right here, K and Bravo. They just can't get inside Bravo. And then you have all sorts of other places out here that you guys can go through, camp out at. So you guys can camp out for sure in those in Echo, Delta, and Juliet. But you can find a bunch of other areas. The only place you can't camp out in is going to be Alpha and Charlie. But if you guys could find spaces, and we're also trying to keep people from camping out in the center 3 buildings, 26, 6, 5, and 4, 5, 6, 26, and I. We want to try to keep people out of there. Not to be jerks or anything, but we have a feeling that a lot of that stuff's going to be used for other things. So
yeah, you don't want to have to pick up your gear and move it out of the way because we have to set up an event or trigger something or get all your shit stomped on.
Yeah. I mean, I have a feeling that rumor has it that there's tunnels throughout the wastelands, and it might be where the super mutants are coming from. So this is your chance to either play a good guy or play a bad guy. It's all in great fun. Like I said, there's going to be quite a few things out there. There's going to be a lot of times where people just get, where all of a sudden, here comes some dudes in power armors to go wreck your life. If the Northmen come up for the event, that could be devastating for the people of Geigerlands. So you have to fight them off, especially if the super mutants arrive. So there's a lot of cool stuff that's going to go down, and it'll be a hell of a lot of fun for everybody. Let's see here. Speaking of, I gotta check to see what the weather's going to be like in Ocala for Saturday. I think Wasteland's getting rained out. Ooh.
I've been preparing for that for 37. Dude, that's the beauty of an event like this is you can do that. You can grab the hockey stick and a wand and pretend to be Dresden and pick the perks that make. There's a couple here that require random objects that make no sense. There you go.
Wow, it's 100% chance of rain on Saturday. I
mean, seriously, take Idiot Savant, Pack Rat.
Cam, we did talk a lot about Syndicate 2. If you have some questions about Syndicate 2, we could go ahead and answer them while we're talking about Geigerlands. So, are you going to bring your food truck onto the field for Geigerlands?
I was going to talk to you about it later. It's going to be there. Whether I park it in neutral territory or out in the parking lot is kind of a thing because I don't want BBs flying into the fryer.
Well, we could turn certain areas into no combat zones.
Yeah, honestly, I would like. I think for immersion aspect, I like to have it on the field.
Because what we could do is we could put it right near the battle bus. Hold on, I was thinking about putting it up here at E. Up here in this area. I was going to put the battle bus over here.
I mean, honestly, we could do that, or I can park it on the backside of E, because on the backside of E, there is that fenced-in area that you have to go through to get out.
Yeah, true. You could do that. There's just no real way. I don't think we have the keys to get out of the backside of E, but yeah.
Yeah, again, we could walk around and go too. And honestly, I don't really want an easy way to get out there anyway. Because I'm going to be storing stuff between the building and the truck, so.
Okay. I mean, those two spots, I mean, you could have up there in that corner, or you could have behind E. So.
Yeah, either way, the food truck will be there.
Okay,
I also have to figure out how we're going to get it there. Because my truck's heavy.
Oh, that you can. I mean, that ground's actually. I mean, the bus travels up there.
Okay, yeah.
But
No,
I've driven this entire area in the bus, so
all right, yeah, groovy. So the food truck will be in play.
I think you'll be able to bring your thing out there with no issues.
Yeah, the menu is going to actually change for Geigerlands. So if you've been at any other events where the food truck's been deployed, be prepared for some creativity on the menu side because I've been busy.
Oh,
Hey, I've never let anybody down. Now, yeah, the one guy I don't know if he's here, PJ, Kyle, and the guys from Outcast who told me that the hot sauce wasn't hot enough. I made them regret their life choices.
Cora, knock that off. Stop it. Sure. I can show you where camping for Syndicate will be. It's camping for Syndicate's all going to be down here. It's going to take up this area too. With as many people as we have, we're probably going to be taking up all this area. So, Cartel, where do you want to be back at again, Sin? Do you want to be back down here, or do you want to be up top?
Honestly, I'd rather have Cartel up top.
Right there. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm going to be in staff most of the time anyway, and I'm lazy. So.
Well, I'm going to be. The staff is all going to be right here.
Yeah,
so
that's
all
what
the
I'm
staff camping. Staff camping's right there.
I think Cartel's going to overflow. I'm not going to lie. I think we're going to have with this many bodies. It's going to be nuts.
I have a feeling we're trying to keep the thing going, but for those of you guys that are there, worst case scenario is we could always do the backside here, going all the way around to this side over here. So it's going to be all this area we have to use for camping.
In the past, we've separated it out between DEA and Cartel. I have a feeling this is going to be a clusterfuck.
Cam, yes, the battle bus will be active for both sides. I'm still sharing the screen.
I mean, that's a bit narcissistic. Sure.
Well, I'm actually seeing who's. I'm not watching. Look, I'm not watching the stream. It's It's frozen. Look, it's frozen in time from a while ago. I just need it for the chat because of stupid ass.
Battle bus mobile for use on DEA.
Yeah, the battle bus is going to be switching sides quite frequently.
It's all about the bribes, baby.
The bribes capturing. There will be a lot of fragos that involve the bus, so you should know when it's on your side or not.
Are we gonna have the pizza truck back? And is Mishka gonna be awake this time?
The pizza truck was not going to come back. The problem that comes up is that there's not enough space on the inside the fence in the AO to have all those vehicles driving around. Now, if we can get the fence opened up, if we could find them actual prison gates to open up the back and all that stuff, then we can actually add more stuff on there. If gas prices were not a pop so high, I might have brought my Humvee.
I'm just gonna laugh in hybrid.
But the big problem that comes on is because of the tunnel and all that. They don't want vehicles driving over the tunnel. So because they don't want vehicles driving over the tunnel, we have issues with
routing,
driving around. Yeah, driving around. But if we can get a way to open up the backside, that we can use more of the fence outside the fence and outside the wire. And I'm thinking about doing it for like Scorched Earth. We might try it if we have enough players. Let's see. What I'm thinking is that we might have essentially a teleport from here to about here. You know what I mean? If you walk out the gate right here, the double gates right here, the Sally port, they can't fire or do anything else. And then imagine this entire fence right here. All the fence on the exterior is a solid wall they can't see through. Does that make sense? So that way we could have people go out the bottom side and go around, and we get people come out. So we have people go out near 10 and out near 11, and they can go that way. So when they walk out, they mag out, go through, and when they get to right about here right about here on the map, they could then put their mags back in, and we can incorporate all the woods in play out there.
Yeah, that's for a completely different event that hasn't been announced yet.
You heard it here first, folks. Scorched Earth. November 4th through the 6th. Who said hollow? It's Brainerd.
Brainerd. I can't. All I see is Facebook user. So
I know. That's why I have the chat open up on another page.
Is
You're
that
calling me narcissistic? Huh?
I mean, you are narcissistic. That's got nothing to do with this. I mean, would you do you?
No, because I'm not gay.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah, so if we can open up those things, we're definitely going to need vehicles for that point because we're going to have point people, drive out there and drop people off and everything else. So, and if that's the case, we'll probably switch back to the original spawn points if that is the case, so that way there's access to both sides. That's much better. We can actually, he can actually see you now, Brainerd.
What's up, Big Sexy? You big cubed refrigerator of a human being.
All right. So for obviously for both events, there's going to be a lot of cool stuff there. We're here to pretty much answer questions. What? Go away.
Yeah, for that event. That yeah.
Scorched Earth. It's actually on the calendar. It's November 4th through the 6th. It's on my calendar.
Oh, I was going to say it's not on the CP's calendar yet. Yeah, it's not up here yet.
We don't have an image for it yet. That's why it's not up.
All right.
I mean, I could put one up.
Coming
but that's
soon.
Scorched Earth. And that's going to be from a different storyline than from Geigerlands and from blah 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 blah. From Syndicate. This is going to be a typical 2-faction system. We're just trying to figure out how we're going to name the factions and all that. So it's in very early stage, but it's going to be a 2-party mill sim. I think that if we have a third faction, it might just be another OpFor faction, although we're really not going towards it. We're looking at mostly doing the 2 factions for it. And there'll probably be civilians out on the field because, of course, we'll bring Echo 4 back up. No Smurf, but November 4th through the 6th, which, remember, I did mention it. I mentioned it on Tuesday, sir, because I said it flat out, and you said I can't show up to that because, yeah. I can't make it to Geigerlands. Moving to South Texas, but November. Boo.
I'm just saying, I've been to South Texas. You should just come to Geigerlands.
November will be a lot of fun. That one, I would tell everybody, make sure you pack your long johns. Anybody that's camping out, good luck. Good luck. Let's see. All right. No can do. Wife will me. I think you mean kill you.
No, he means will. He means will.
Oh man, it just makes that Rick James get all the more funnier. What are the 5 fingers say to the face? Slap.
I sent you that link, right?
Oh yeah, I laughed at it.
Okay.
I thought that was hilarious. Just because some other people don't like it. Let's see here. See, let's yep. See, kill me.
We don't have an image for it yet. That's why it's not up. All right. I mean, I can put.
Wow, that's way delayed.
Yeah.
So, and then 2023 is going to be even more packed, to be honest with you. 2023, we're going to have Syndicate 3, Geigerlands, Scorched Earth, and another roleplay style game. Whether it's Purge, or if it's like another, unless it's like a John Wick style. Somebody had a couple options for that. So I just know Papa would kill me if we decided to go with a John Wick theme.
And I would not blame him.
Yeah, but you know what? Even if we did, it's going to be so much different than his and so far away from his. And a different time than his. Because, come on, let's face it. Airsoft in the summertime, not so much. Airsoft in the summertime at PA, yeah. Up in the mountains.
You Florida boys are weird.
What are you talking about? That's
'Cause
going to be
everybody
cold
up-
for us.
Yeah, everybody up here in the summertime wants to get the fuck out of the area. We go to Florida.
No, you guys come to Florida in the wintertime. It's too hot down here for you all during the summertime.
No. Up here is during the winter is where everybody's working. Like everybody up here does like long haul contracts on working. So you're doing like 12 on 12 offs during the winter because nobody else wants to work. Summertime is when we take vacations. Currently in Idaho. Idaho is not a real place. Everybody says they're in Idaho. I've never met somebody that's from Idaho. Nobody ever says they're going to Idaho. Idaho doesn't exist.
You drive through Idaho.
It's like Tahiti. It's a magical place.
Ever since Children of the Corn, nobody goes to Idaho anymore. Oh, man.
Yeah, all right. Sure, you were born in Idaho. I believe you.
Stop insulting the fans, okay?
Next thing you know, this is back to the whole North Dakota, South Dakota conversation. It's just Dakota. Stop being pretentious. Dragged my wife from South Texas. That's just mean.
Now I know why she wants to kill you.
See, Tyler knows what's up. When you're driving through Idaho, you can't really tell that you're driving through Idaho. Nobody remembers their trip. I guarantee you, nobody remembers actually driving through Idaho. Everybody remembers starting, and then they remember leaving Idaho. I challenge anybody to remember anything in the middle of that trip.
It's all the same. It's
again, it doesn't exist.
All right, so these are not designed to be very long stream, guys. So if you guys have any more questions about either event, let's go ahead and hear them so we can answer them. And then if not, then it's time to get it's be time for me to get my game on. I'm gonna go play some games. It's like driving through Kansas. Yeah, Kansas is bad too. There's not much more I can think of that you guys need that we're not already been talking about and all that. I mean, Geigerlands is just going to be a specialty type event. You know, it's just not what you guys are going to be typically used to when it goes to if you're used to playing Milsim. You know, if you're used to playing role play events, it's going to be a little bit of a different experience there too because we do things a little bit different. We take from everywhere that we like and make an event. You know. So we try to make it as familiar as possible. Oh,
yeah, Tyler, also, I completely agree. It's like Indiana. Indiana is literally just the pastor from Ohio to Chicago.
Oh, God. We are 30 days. Can you believe that we're 30 days away from the event?
I cannot. I'm excited and terrified about the level of stupidity that is about to occur based off of the chat going on in my Discord server.
I don't see too much stuff that's...
Brainerd.
Let's see here. Idaho doesn't exist. Please tell that. Tell the Californians. Oh my God. Too funny. Oh, did you see some of the gear that people already put together for this event? Like, stop.
Yeah, I've been watching the post. Like some of my parts of my kit just showed up today, and I've already lost them somewhere. Oh.
Yeah. Let me here. Like, here's Jay Rodriguez's gun.
Jay Rodriguez doesn't own a gun. I don't believe this.
Well, he knows that you really can't have too many grenades for the event because it's the wasteland.
I guarantee you that gun's actually a grenade. I don't know how, but it's
here's
Jay.
Sam Adams. His AK for the event.
Is everybody just bringing AKs? Is that the plan?
I'm not bringing an AK. I'll have so many other toys. I mean, I can tell you right now, if anybody decides that they're going to try to attack the battle buses, in for a hell of a surprise. Because there's going to be more than one turret involved. We'll have both turrets set up, sir. We'll have all 4 turrets set up. All right. So, if there's any more questions, feel free to ask them. If not, we're going to go ahead and end this. Oh, shit. What the... I have too many tabs open. There we go. Sure. Smurf, we can do that. I mean, they should be, if anybody has bought a ticket for somebody else and that person's name is not on a ticket, you need to make sure that you bring the RF code and all that so we can see and know who the hell that they're getting tickets for. 36-hour drive the Syndicate. You definitely beat me because I'm at 20 hours.
Oh man, this 4-hour drive is gonna be rough.
And Sin is gone now. Ugh. All right. All right, guys. Well, with that being said, thank you all for coming on. Obviously, if you have any questions or anything else, simply ask the group pages and we'll address them then. Oh, forgot what I mentioned about Syndicate when it comes down to colors. All right, if you are on DEA, you need a tan-based shirt, tan-based pants, tan-based helmet, hat, or helmet cover. It's got to be tan. Your iPro, your lower mesh mask, and your gear, in your plate carrier, your battle belt, your holsters, those could be whatever color you want. Now that tan could be solid tan or it could be any of the tan camos. When in doubt, send us a message on Facebook to Central Penn Milsim, the page, and we'll answer it. All right, or post it up on the chat and the group will answer it. When it comes to the cartel has a few more restrictions. It's any green camo or green color, whether it's solid green shirt as camo shirt, bottoms, hat, same thing. Helmet cover, it has to be the helmet or helmet cover has to be green. It cannot be purple, pink, or blue or anything else. Your helmet has to be green. All right. When it comes down to the other exception for cartel is their shirt. The pants still have to be green, but the shirt can be any sort of civilian shirt. With exceptions. It cannot be black, tan, or blue flannel. When in doubt, send it over. And people have been asking, "Hey, can I wear a Hawaiian shirt on cartel?" Sure. there's inherent risks with wearing a Hawaiian shirt on cartel, mainly because of Nikolai. You could be shot if all of a sudden the call goes out over the radio, kill the dude in the Hawaiian shirt, kill Nikolai. So just be aware. But the blue flannel's off limits. When in doubt, ask. Because the last thing we want to do is force you to go in to purchase stuff from like On-to-Go Surplus or any place else because you didn't ask the questions. On-to-Go Surplus will be there for Syndicate 2 to meet all of your gear, your camouflage needs, whether it's green or it's tan. So if you come in and we say that's not approved, go to On-to-Go Surplus. Now you can buy yourself some nice new digs. All right. Just be aware of that, guys. Really be aware. We don't want to be jerks or a-holes or anything else, but we've had 2 events at this location. Both times we had issue with camo. We definitely had issue with people going off the field after we saw them in one kit, grab something else out, and now they look like cartel when they're on DEA side because they were cold. And then got pissed off at me because, well, you want me to be cold? No, I want you to follow the camo rules. You know,
Walmart. I want you to use the 3 months you had to plan for this to, plan for this. Like,
yes.
Oh.
Nothing. I mean, we have for this event, for our events, we have an integrity that we have to build into the events. That way we can uphold and go through and everything else because we want to be able to provide you guys 2 more great events later on this year. We want to provide you 4 awesome events next year and the following years. We want to make sure that you guys are enjoying the hell out of everything that we do. So in order to do that, we have to adhere to this. So if you guys can't follow the rules, you will be chastised. And that's the last thing that you want to do. So when it comes to muster, make sure you bring your when you check on site, bring your gun, your iPro, and a magazine. Make sure it's got a power or HPA, whatever one you're doing. So you can get registered, get chrono, do your safety brief, get everything that you need, and then go off the field, get prepped. When it comes time for game start on Saturday, for muster, everybody's going to bring their 2 tourniquets, their deadlight, their dead rag, their index card that has all their safety information, like their emergency contact, all that fun stuff. And people are going to go through and do a check. Make sure your iPro is full seal iPro. I'm ready. My goggles, grenade pouch, and holster, the only things not tan or multicam. Awesome. When you guys go through, we're going to have people go down the lines. We're going to set you up in the rows so that way we can, I'm sure both COs are going to set you guys up into your particular, your particular platoons, and they're going to go down the line and then do the checks to make sure. Because, newsflash, everybody that's a CO, XO, or has any sort of authority inside the game is 90% positive they're going to probably be an embedded admin. So be ready for it. We're using embedded admins heavily throughout the game. And they should only be checking their side, but if it's egregious enough, they'll be checking the other side too. What's the ammo regs? What do you mean? Like ammo? Oh, I think it's like 50. You can carry 1,500 rounds on you as a rifleman, and I think 3,000 as an LMG. We're not hugely sticklers on that. We consider ourselves Milsim Light, but there's certain things that we have found that we need to do at the start of every single Evo to make sure people have what they need when they go onto the field. So that way we don't have these problems. We don't have people getting all pissed off and butt hurt and all that stuff. Like, oh my God, I didn't know. Well, we've mentioned it multiple times. Now, the other thing too, at the start of every Evo, there will be a game update, whether it's a quick safety brief, like how last time we had to tell people don't do edibles and go on the field, don't use it. Yeah, it's 1,500 rifle, 3,500 LMG. I think SMG was the same thing. It was, oh, Jesus. Why do you guys make me look at like little rules like that, man? It drives me nuts.
I'm just going to bring a backpack, like a murder bag.
I'll just say it this way: if you're going through 1,500 rounds before you die and go back to respawn, something's wrong.
You're playing wrong.
Yeah,
Get good.
I'll just say it that way. I don't see it offhand. I want to say it's 1,500, 3,500, and 3,500. I use my MK46 and an M4 as a secondary. You could use whatever secondary you want, really. We're not restricting we're not restricting what you have to use on secondaries. Although we are heavily, in fact, putting into effect the MEDs. So follow your MEDs, like with an LMG. You can full auto a door as you run up to it, but as soon as you get within 50 feet of that door, you better stop full autoing, or you better stop engaging and switch to your secondary, because if there's somebody running on the other side of the door, you can hit them. There is no full auto indoors, so you can't be inside doing it. You have to break the plane when you're shooting outside the doors, because we don't want somebody to get ripped, especially with an LMG. Somebody asked before about snipers and DMRs within the buildings. I don't think there's enough range for you guys to be sniping from indoors. Yeah.
I'm sorry, are you talking in to out or?
I'm talking about in to in.
Oh.
I don't think there's actually 100 feet. Certainly not in J.
Definitely not in J. Definitely not in
in
J.
5, not in 6.
In E and D, maybe.
Maybe, but as soon as they come in that door, I think they're right at 100 feet. I might have to bring my thing to go through. For Syndicate, no, we are not supplying ammo for Syndicate. For I saw. You bring your own ammo for Syndicate. For Geigerlands, that's a different story. It's only ammo limit for Geigerlands, guys. Syndicate, you can bring as much ammo onto the field as you want. You can only carry 1,500 and 3,000 respectively. Yeah, no, we're not providing ammo for that game. Screw that nonsense. Tickets have to be like $160 a pop.
Yes. Ammo will be provided by vendors in exchange for money.
Yeah, there you go. When it comes to Geigerlands, you guys can come in with 3 full mid-cap mags or 1 high-cap mag. Then we're going to be providing ammo from them, because it's going to be like 200 rounds for like so many caps or things and stuff like that. So that's like a lot easier to manage as opposed to, yeah. The shooting fest that's going to happen with Syndicate is going to be unreal. I cannot stress this enough. Sure, there's going to be some stuff 4, 5, 6, and 26, but there's going to be a hell of a lot more stuff on the rest of the AO.
Rest of the AO.
All right. So, yeah. So that's how we're going to be handling Syndicate. So if you guys have any questions, again, ask. It's 1 hour and 45 minutes. Unless you guys have any other last minute comments or things. Cindy, you got anything?
Have fun. Don't be assholes.
That sounds like a great idea.
Yes, Allison, that is correct. Syndicate, real money for BBs. Geigerlands, fake money for BBs.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and I swear to God, I better not get caught again with I'm getting real money for something and it's freaking prop money.
Mm-hmm. I'll put that away.
You heard what happened to me at Rev, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going.
I don't think it's going to be open to F. They're using that as storage down there, so no. I would love for it to be open to F to go into the basement, but yeah, they got plans down there. I'm going to try to get it open up for future events. All right. Any other questions? I mean, as it stands, the 1 to 5 tunnel route is kind of sick. Oh, hey, what's up, Ben? New phone, who dis? Oh, I got to post up in both sides about hotel rooms. There are some new. There's the hotels. If you guys are still looking for them. They couldn't use it to 3, so none of us knuckleheads actually end up in the chapel. No, because it's going to be taped off. If some knucklehead gets inside there from into 3 from there, we're going to have a problem. Because there's going to be no BBs inside the chapel. No BBs in the chapel.
There's no sex inside the champagne room. There are no BBs inside the chapel.
All right. Okay, let's see. Any other questions? Any other questions, guys? Yeah, nobody should accidentally be inside the chapel, because as soon as you walk through the first door, the second door you cross into is a metal grated door that has a cross on it. Yeah, I think from what I remember the stuff being down there, it's too much stuff to move. So I don't think that's going to happen. Trust me, I would love for it to be open. I think so do all the ghost haunt people love that to be open as well. It's just really cool inside that tunnel.
Dear God, I want somebody to show up to Geigerlands dressed as a Ghostbusters now.
Oh, God, that'll be freaking hilarious. Dun-dun-dun. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. All right. With that being said, we're 1 hour and 45 minutes into this. I'm just gonna thank you all for watching, tuning in, getting some updated information. I'd love to see that some of the regular people are here. We had a couple of new people that were coming in and asking a bunch of great questions. Thank you very much, Cam, for coming on, getting some clarified stuff. So with that being said, I'm Joker from Players Wanted. With me is the man with the hawk, the king of the high kappas, the grumpy old vet, Virtue himself from Crucible. Until next time, may your BBs always fly true and your opponents call your hits.